Hello and welcome to Funky Fox Gaming. We're starting a new series today, What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, I'm fairly sure this is kind of similar in a way to Firewatch, in that it's a bit of a walking simulator with a really good story behind it. A bit like Tacoma as well, which we've played more recently than Firewatch. But yeah, essentially it's exploring. I think Edith is the main character, so we've got her just at the top here, the one that we play. So yeah, we're exploring the family house, I think, and then obviously we've got the family tree here, and I've just noticed that there's a lot of early deaths in this family. So if we start at the bottom, we've got Edie here, who lived a very long life, and I'm assuming the ones in the leaves are potentially who they married. Maybe. Not quite sure. But yeah, some of these didn't last very long at all. So Edie's lived quite a long time. What's that, 93? But Odin, who I'm going to assume is a brother rather than married into, died at 57. Now, considering the year, I'm thinking one of the wars, either complications from the first or in the second. And then the next branch, I'm going to assume are, again, siblings. So Molly died at 10. Barbara died at 16. Calvin died at 11. Sam died at 33. But Walter lived for 53 years, which, I mean, that's still not very long. But these ones over here died very quickly. And then the next branch, so I'm assuming that, these could be generations, I'm guessing. I'm not sure what the leaves are for. So Dawn seemed to live the longest here. So she lived 48 years. So again, not very long. Gus only lived for 13 years. But poor little Gregory, 1 year old. And then Lewis, 22. Milton, only 15. And then we're with Edith. Now, we don't yet know what year the game's set in, but considering, who was it? Dawn lived to 2016, and that's the latest date we can see. We know that Edith is at least 17. But yeah, it seems to be bad things happening to this family, we'll put it. We don't know what, though. But let's get started with the actual gameplay. Now, don't worry, we haven't really missed anything. It's literally just, this is the starting position of it. Oh! Oh, she's got a broken hand.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Oh, that's a good cutaway, that is. Shifting from the page straight into...
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
So date missing to 2003. So is that Yeah. So we get to see what Milton looks like at least. So it disappeared, so not actually confirmed dead. So this is the kind of game that I'm going to be exploring as much as possible. Okay, it's got a
I
zoom
lived here
function.
until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
So from 7 years ago. So we still don't
I hadn't
quite
been
know.
back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Ooh, right, well, when did Lewis die? 2010. So it's potentially 2017 then. So that would make Edith 18. Some hidden froggies in there somewhere.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Ooh, now. Path or beaten path?
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
I kind of want to go back around and go off the beaten path. See if there's any fun little secrets down that way.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I mean, they're not that silent. There's the wind, the frogs, the insects, birds as well. That bird started tweeting just on cue. Thank you, bird. Oh, what's this? Oh, I've got a ring on me. I just noticed.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Higgledy-piggledy. Well, the missing posters are in this river. No frogs, though.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay, so it is still 2016, 2017. I'm gonna assume 2016, so she's come immediately after her mother's death.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Side door then.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
A wheeler, so she did live with her mum then. So it sounds like they maybe left the house in 2010 after Lewis's funeral. And they hadn't been back for 7 years, which is why there's all the mail there. Okay, so the house has been abandoned for 7 years. There's kind of something in there. But they left a lot behind.
For the first time in years,
Yeah. 2010. There we go. Close peg. So Edie, Dawn, Lewis, Milton, and Edith. So Edie and Lewis died. Oh, I just actually know it's in the same year.
I felt like I was home.
So a lot of stuff stacked
But
up.
instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Okay, so get a picture of 4 of the family there. Ah. In loving memory, Lewis Finch. Died born December 27th. Died November 21st. So 21 it'd have been. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh, that's a monster toaster. 6 slices at once.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Realised it's soy sauce in there, not what I thought was actually ketchup packets. What kind of monster is ketchup with Chinese? So they literally just ate and left, by the looks of it.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Lots of... Oh, I like that table. Lots of odd furniture, though.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
I like how the text disappears. Not the same every time. So, yeah, so I'm guessing that's Odin. Or will be in memory of Odin.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
So great-grandpa Sven built this for Barbara. Yeah, so that must be marriage then. So those were married. So the leaves. Yeah, the leaves are marriage. Everybody else is blood relation. So Sven built that. Married to Edie, built that for Barbara. And Barbara was a director, maybe. I'm not going down into the basement just yet. Oh, they're literally like half packed as well.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
I wonder what happened to Milton. I'm hoping we find out.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
And what is this door? It's literally sealed in as many ways possible. Like, there's no keyhole or anything. It's bolted across with a beam across it and a spy hole, and then it's got sealant all the way around. Like, they really did not want to get in there. I've just noticed all the higgledy-piggledy books as well. There's a lot of books. And just lined up everywhere. Alright, before we go upstairs, we'll go downstairs.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. I can't go downstairs yet then. So let's go upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh, what happened here? That bit of the banister broke off. Okay, well, let's go here first. What the... Got a cat face.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Great Uncle Walter's room. There.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
That's a sneaky one. So, a book. Which was a handle which led to a doorway.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton's the one that went missing.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
So whose room is this?
I grew
Molly.
up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
So who was Molly? Ah, so Molly was great aunt. Who died at 10.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
This is a very artistic room, especially with this. Night squirrels. So, oh. I'm glad there's no hamster in there. I feel like that's a very modern door signage for someone that died in 1947.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
Oh.
Before my mom sealed the doors.
Yeah, it's kind of harsh of her mum to seal the doors when it's her daughter. That's actually still got water in it.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, please say you didn't eat the hamster.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Or the fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Where is the gerbil?
I kept eating and eating.
God.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. I ate a lot of things that night.
Pretty sure they're poisonous. Or they make you... Yeah, they'll make you sick.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
So who's that then? Oh, that'll be Edie.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Wait, what?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
This took a weird turn. Where am I supposed to go?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Why am I a cat? Oh, the
The
exit.
babies were all gone. I jumped and I almost got her.
Mean cat.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Oh. Okay.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, this is really interesting. I'm assuming from the berries. Oh, there I had it.
Rabbits.
There we go. It's really interesting. I'm assuming it's from like.
His face looking up
Ew.
and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like the berries and she's hallucinating. Poisoned herself.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? What? Okay, this is taking a very odd turn. Also, I'm stuck.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Where's this? There it is.
I
There's a
wanted
seal.
fat, juicy seals.
Nom, nom, nom.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Ew, what am I? Some weird tentacly thing.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Very, very odd. Oh, there's a person.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Except for that box. This is not what I was expecting. Anything down here first? No. Up we go then. Sneaking up on this guy. Can I get to him this way? No.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh, I'm still a monster.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is very odd.
I got closer and closer.
Oh.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, so we get to draw in relatives as we find them. fox.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Can I go into here? No. So Molly was very much into animals. Okay. I think before we go any further... Oh, hello. Yeah, before we go any further, I think this is going to be a pretty good place to stop. So we've had the intro to the family. And now to Molly, who we have now discovered just at the bottom here. Yeah, unusual. At least we've figured out the family tree now, in the sense that all those written in blue are blood relations, and the leaves are marriage. So Sven and Edie were married. Well, not been absolutely confirmed, but I think it's fairly certain. So I imagine that Ingeborg was married to Odin. Kay, I don't know. And Sanjay, I don't know. I imagine Sanjay is maybe Dawn, seeing as Dawn had kids. And then Kay must be Walter or Sam. I'm guessing Sam, because Sam's on the big branch. Even though Sam died at 33 and Walter lived longer. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this unusual story so far. I think we should get a few... I'm assuming it'll take us through all of the characters, some maybe not quite as long as that one for Molly. But yeah, hopefully we can find out what happened to the Finches. For now, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitch, which is linked in the description below. But for now, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.